everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Mash-UP Whiskey Room. It is Wednesday night. What is up? I am sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. I was setting up my stream to go into the old link, and when I started streaming through my software, for some reason YouTube wasn't accepting that. It's funny, YouTube gives you they give you the stream name to follow in order to broadcast. And then when I went to broadcast, it wasn't accepting it. I'm like, assholes, you gave me this stream link. So I had to start a new one and restart it up. So thank you all for being here. What is up? Let's see. We had a bunch of people, the pre-gamers in the last stream, hanging out. You guys friggin' rock, man. Pre-game squad was in the house. Wheels, the Linux Cat, Chad Wallace, Bayou Drams, Brandon Weiss, how you doing, man? Trev Wilson, the Wrench, Joey Salzgiver, Michael Klein. He said, boom, he got fished. Yeah, exactly. I tried to fish you all. Everyone says ahoy. Cheers, mate. Donald Rance is here. Chad Holly, Peter White, Jim Muller, Scott Meacham, Transfer Complete. Thank you, guys. Christopher David, Charles Ashworth, Nicholas Villaggio, Cap and Make It Happen, hashtag moved. Thank you for jumping over here, guys. The Linux Cat, Wheels, Aaron Berry is here. What is up? Rebecca Page, how are you? Says, great, can't click on links on my TV. Sorry about that. Michael Klein says, let's see, not on time, technical difficulties. Is this the Bourbon Junkies? Exactly. I was thinking the same thing, Klein. See, Mash and Klein, it's going to happen. Is this the new place? It is One Lost Cause. Thanks for coming in, man. Logan Captis is here. Patrick Fulmer, Eric Duvall, Cooper57, Fat Trumpet, Nick Foles, Steve A, of course, Wildlife and Whiskey. Anthony Scrow is here. Eric Duvall. Richie Z in the house. Karen B. Ford. Alex Smith, how are you? Barrel Lovers here. Hey, what is up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Emily Chambers, nice to see you. Dramhound, Robot Scott, Anthony Macronatius, hello. Honest Charlie, Halden Kirkwood, he said, it's my birthday, and the table is spread with quite a lot of my stash to stare with folks coming over later. Scored some Weller to add into the mix this morning. Well, that's just awesome, man. Happy birthday to you. What is up? ADHD Whiskey's in the house. Justin Park is here. Larry Fairbanks. Nicholas Villaggio, he says it's his birthday and couldn't be spending it with a better group of people. 17 GTS tonight. Cheers, everyone. Hell yeah, Nicholas. $4.99, buddy. Thanks so much, man. Cheers. I got to pour something. I was so wrapped up in getting the stream up and running, I forgot to pour something. Let's see here. Jason Coates is in the house. Linux Cat. Nick Folds. He's here from Mash and Klein. It's going to happen sooner or later, man. So let me get a pour here. And I think I'm going to pour my 1792 Bottled and Bond pick. Nice. Oh, I didn't do that right. Let me do that for my boy ADHD Fishing. America. All right. Let's get a pour here. So speaking of this bottle, this Bottled and Bond 1792, I've already given away one bottle for my Patreons. I sent out the bottle to Roger Conant, who was the lucky winner of a bottle of Michter's Toasted Sour Mash. My second giveaway for the month of February will be my bottle of 1792 Bottled and Bond. I only have 2 of these left. One is going out to, I forgot his name, the soldier that contacted me. That'll be back in March from Afghanistan. This one is going to be given out to my Patreon. So if you're a Patreon, you automatically get entered for that. Also, Patreons, I started sending out my Mash and Drum Glen Cairns for all of you, intense drummers and above, so be on the lookout for those. Actually, I wanted to mention Nicholas Villaggio with that super chat. Any super chat tonight, guys, gets you entered into my giveaway tonight, which is going to be pretty effing awesome. So I'm going to start writing down some names. So tonight, what the giveaway is going to be, well, before that, cheers, happy birthday to Nicholas and to everyone else out there. I also want to say, holy shit, last night on the Bourbon Junkies Who the hell else got teary-eyed? I got a little teary-eyed. I mean, I got a little teary-eyed from what happened last night. It was such an outpouring of love. That's why the community is the best. That's why you guys are the best. That's why all of us channels, we do this, because it's all about you and the community. So thank you so much. Cheers, guys. Bardstown Magic, baby. So good. We named this Bardstown Magic because it has like a magical, butterscotchy, old school type feel to it. Really good, man. Name's Bond, bottled in Bond, exactly. Michael Klein said, I totally did, bro. Yeah, man, me too, man. I was like, oh, when Sean and Dan stood up to hug, and then I was trying to get past the fact that I had to watch their crotches almost, you know, clap together. Other than that, nice hug. It was a nice sentiment. We already got 119 in the chat. People coming in. Thanks for coming in, everybody. The community definitely does freaking rock. Fucking rock, whatever you want to call it. So, hey, Dusty Dan's in the house. What's up? Richie Z, thanks for coming in. So, guys, what do you think? This is my new tasting. This is my new flight tray that was made by the Columbus Barrel Company, who is a company out here. They made this this barrel head for me, and they made this really cool flight tray. I figured I'd break it out tonight for the flight of all these 10-year bourbons that I have all set up here. It's going to be really interesting tasting, I think. It's been something I've been wanting to do, something that's been on my mind. Hey, Chad Holly with a $4.99 super chat. He says, Dusty Turkey and Mash and Drum doesn't get better than this. Cheers. Dusty Turkey. Hell yeah, man. Cheers to Chad Holly. Raise your glass, everybody. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be giving away tonight, guys. So every time anyone super chats, you're going to automatically get entered. So if you guys saw my Angel's Envy review, I did the Angel's Envy. They just released their new Tawny Port bourbon. It's their oldest bourbon they've released. It's $250. It's very steep. But Jim Shannon from the Bourbon Road, who I did the review with, was kind enough. He came by, and he got the reason why we were able to do it is he got a bottle at an event, and he was able to get a bottle and come here, and he's like, hey, let's do the review together. So it was awesome. Hey, Michael Klein's in the, with a super chat. He says, in for the epic giveaway. Love me some Mash and Klein. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, we're gonna get together. That's gonna happen, man. We're gonna do a secret review when I head up to Michigan at some point. We'll plan it out somewhere. So Jim was kind enough to give me. Now Jim is one of the founders and one of the main guys from the Bourbon Road podcast. So he just got his Glencairns created. So I don't know if you could see it there. Let me put it in the black here. Bourbon Road. So the winner tonight will get a Bourbon Road Glen. They will also get one of my very few that I have, this Mash and Drum Canadian Glencairn, which is just a beautiful glass to drink from. It gives you a really good nose, nice big pour in there. So the winner will get that tonight, the Bourbon Road Glencairn. You will also get this big 3-ounce sample bottle of the Angel's Envy Tawny Port bourbon. So you will get this tonight as well. I just missed a super chat. William Davilar comes in. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. Let me get your name in here. William Davilar. Thank you so much, man. Always appreciate the support. Hey, what's up? Donner Pass Whiskey's in the house. Let's see. Nick Foles, have you tried the brandy finish or no another brandy finish bourbon? It seems like something I would really enjoy. Yeah, Nick, I have it. It's up there, and is it down here actually? I don't remember where I put that one. I feel like I did bring it down here somewhere. Yeah, the brandy cask finish from the Belle Meade is friggin' delicious. So yeah, if you can get it, it's awesome. Yeah, yeah, Steve A. This is basically a Canadian Glencairn with a stem. So it's really cool. It's a really different glass. So I'm going to be giving that away tonight. And to pour that in there will be this this beautiful sample. So if you don't want to spend 250 bucks on it, you guys can just enjoy it with this sample. It's about 3 ounces in here, a little under. And also, it does not stop. The Columbus Barrel Company was also kind enough to create this cool hat. They gave me a few of them, but I'm going to be giving away this. If you look at the front of it, it's got my logo etched and shaped in barrel wood, from barrel wood. So that will be in the package too. So that is all in the giveaway tonight, folks. Nothing but the best for you guys. I want to call out Logan Captis with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. Writing your name down. Cheers, buddy. And the Linux Cat. Thanks so much, Donnie. Appreciate it, man. Scotty from My Bourbon Journeys here. How you doing, man? Let's see. Oh, Joey Salesgiver just came in with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for entering. Love your reviews. Going to Kentucky Thursday for some shopping. Awesome. Linus Cat is hoping to have some Trevor Wilson luck. Don't we all? So yeah, that will all be packaged tonight and one big giveaway for one of you lucky folks out there. So, Richie Z, I was thinking about putting the Bird Dog 10 in there, but I didn't want to put too many, so I figured I'd start with, so these are the ones that are going to be in the tasting tonight, guys. We have Rebel Yell Single Barrel. Now, I realize it's a weeder, but it's 10 years old. We have Russell's 10-year. Michter's 10-year. Eagle Rare, which is a 10-year-old bourbon. And we have Henry McKenna with a 10-year bottle and bond. Now, if you guys want me to, I could throw in another one. I was thinking there's 2 more I could throw in here, either Bullet 10 or the Bird Dog 10. But I'll let you guys think about it. We're going to get to that in a little while. I want to say thank you to Rebecca Page for coming in with a super chat. You are entered, Rebecca. Thank you so much. She says, better deal than a possibly crap tasting Eagle Rare store pick. Yeah, Rebecca had a little trouble at her store. Karen B. Ford, nice giveaway. Thank you. Before we get started, I want to call out actually Karen. Again, another awesome bourbon community, because you guys are so cool. Karen B. Ford was really kind enough to find me this Teeling whiskey. A couple weeks back, I said that Teeling was doing a special release in the U.S. for a single cask, chestnut cask release of this Irish whiskey. It's cask strength. Thank you so much for helping me get that, Karen. It's absolutely amazing. If anyone sees this and wants to try one of the most unique whiskeys, Irish whiskeys in the market, definitely go for it. I just saw some more entries here. We have Trev Wilson. He said he's already talking smack. He says, here's the winning entry. Congrats, man. Chad Wallace says, McKenna for the winning. All right, we'll see. Cap and Make It Happen. He's voting for Go Rebel Yell. Well, let me rewrite that. Cap and Make It Happen. Who's also very lucky at these, I will say. Cap'n is very lucky. Chad Wallace coming in. Let's see. Oh, Bayou Drams has loved these battles. If I'm ever in Columbus, I'll have to look you up. As long as you don't have a Trev Wilson guarding the entrance with a wrench. Oh, he'll be there. Bayou Drams, you're in. Brian Pretty, you are in, buddy. I'm sure I can spell that right. Doug Krisoff says, I love the decimal system. Thanks for entering, man. Bird Dog 10, I'm curious to see how it does against the big dogs. All right, maybe I could add that one in. Rebecca Page says, where are the drums? Those are in the other room. I'm trying to actually set it up so I could get a small kitten here to play for you guys. That's in the works, though. The Russell's an underrated one everybody talks about, the single barrel, but that 10 is very good. I agree, Donna Pass. Interesting to see how it goes. Johnny Nunez, just getting started my bourbon journey. Stumbled across your channel. I must say I really enjoy it. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for entering. Love new viewers, buddy. Eric 229. You're in. People are voting for the M10. These are all great. This will be exciting. Chad Wallace, McKenna has to be. McKenna has to win. It's his mom's favorite. It is her mom's. It is my mom's favorite. Rick Haskew with the $24.99. He's calling Michter's for the win. This is a 2019 bottle. So if you guys don't know, the Michter's 2019 actually has like 12 or 13-year-old juice in it. So it might be a little bit of a cheat. Whiskey Rye, the bourbon guy. Thanks for coming in, man. Rick Haskew, thank you so much again. Barrel Lover, hey, have you tried Rabbit Hole Sherry Cask? I have. I'm not a big fan of Rabbit Hole stuff. I will say that was probably my favorite expression that I tried, though. I just wouldn't go to it all the time. DMAC01. All right, I think I'm all caught up right now. DMAC01. All right, wait, let me rewrite that. DMAC01. Then we have Keith Daniel. What is up, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man. He says, good luck, everyone. Fat Trumpet says it's 100% a cheat. Okay, so maybe we'll replace the Michter's with the Bird Dog 10 and see how it goes. Or the Bullet 10. I'll let you guys choose a little bit later. Just ventured into Japanese whiskey. Love the Nika from the barrel. Any recommendations? I'm a huge fan of the Nika coffee malts, the coffee stills. I think those are great. Jason Lowengrub. Sorry, guys. I'm keeping up with all these super chats coming in. Unfortunately, I'm by myself here. Thanks so much, man. Okay. It's okay. M10 slipped the umpire a night with 20 saying, I'm 10. Okay. Yeah, the community does rock, man. Cooper saying Russell Reserve is going to take them all down. Maybe. Karen B. Ford is taking a chance. All right, guys. Everybody hold off now on the super chats. If you want to do some more entries, we'll do a little bit later. Everyone just simmer down now. Because what I want to do is go into some of the news a little bit. Before we go, Nick Foles says thoughts on new Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, 136.6 proof A120. All I could say is I'm excited to try it. I haven't tried it yet, but I am excited to try that one. All right, guys. Trevor Wilson says I can keep track of the super chats if you want into the flight. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are keeping, yeah, Trev, if you're keeping track of the super chats and writing names down, I don't know if there's any way you could type all the names into it, and then maybe you could just email it to me after. Then I could put them in a spreadsheet and then do a random. So, any of you guys, if you want to help me out with that, Trev, then go for it. I'd appreciate it. Richie Z, you might need an in-house moderator assistant soon. I think I do, but yeah, that'd be really helpful, Trez. That'd be great. What's up, Rob Banta? How you doing, man? The C batch still hasn't hit Alabama. I don't know what happened. Yeah, the C batch is weird. Had a really weird distribution this year. All right, guys, let's get into some of the... Well, first, let me obviously thank my Patreons. We had a couple new ones. Tammy Brennicky went from a beginner drummer all the way up to a legendary drummer this week, which was awesome. And I literally just got a new Patreon... Scott Meacham. He just became one in the last like 10 minutes. His name isn't on the list, but I wanted to call him out along with Mark Schwartz as well. So I got some new patrons. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Drew Bolin. Don't trust Trev. All the names will be his at the end. Yeah, it might be. So Trev, I'm trusting you to get from now on to get these names. So make sure you get Drew Bolin in there. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's get into the whiskey news, including some updates with the tariffs and what it's doing to the Scotch industry. For those of you that like Scotch, there's a couple of stories that went down with that one. So the U.S. tariffs are starting to hurt the Scotch whiskey industry already. In the ongoing trade war between the European Union and the United States, it's been underway for several years now, but tariffs have been put in place against American whiskey by the EU, and on Scotch and other European spirits by the United States. Now, the head of the Scotch Whisky Association is warning that if the trade war continues, the damage to the Scotch whiskey industry could be devastating. Exports each way are markedly down, and if these falls are maintained over the year, around 100 million is likely to be lost in Scotch whiskey exports. Many smaller Scotch whiskey companies are now asking themselves how they can continue exporting to the U.S., whether they can build up alternative markets, and if not, how their business will cope. So kind of an unfortunate backlash to some of the tariffs. I've already seen here in Ohio some of the prices are shooting up. I want to say a big thank you to Bushkey for his $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, buddy. Before we get to the news story, another shout out to, I want to give a shout out to Cap and Make It Happen. He found me the Balcones Juntos, which we got to try at the Bastards Ball. This is a Balcones American single malt finished in tequila barrels. Hell yeah. Amazing stuff. It's really unique. I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, but I'll be probably reviewing that one at some point soon. So thanks, Captain. And just for your entertainment, later on, after we're done with the tasting, because of all the wonderful support from everyone, all the great support tonight and for the channel, I will be doing some Jagermeister cold brew for you. I'm going to finish off the night and torture myself as a thank you to you guys. So that's going to be coming later at the end. Let's see here. Cap and Make It Happen. It's French Oak too. No wonder you love it. Oh, it is French Oak too? Oh yeah, no wonder I love it. All right. All right, next news story, guys. Here we go. Wilderness Trail. This week, the Kentucky Distillers Association announced the addition of Wilderness Trail to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. They will become the 18th stop on the trail. It's one of the founding distillery destinations on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour and is the first distillery to graduate to the full Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Wilderness Trail is one of my favorite. You guys have heard me kind of wax poetic about Wilderness Trail, what they're doing, the quality, the stuff that they're creating. I love the stuff they're making. I'm hoping to get over there to do an interview with Patrick and Shane at some point. I cannot wait. I'm just going to totally geek out with those guys. And congrats to them. They're doing absolutely wonderful stuff. Hey, we got the Rock Up reviews in the house. What is up, Ed? Thanks for coming in, man. Next up on the news story, we have the Big Pete. Douglas Lang announces Big Pete 27-year Black Edition. So this is the third and final whiskey in Big Pete's vintage series, following the Big Pete 26-year Platinum Edition and the 25-year-old Gold Edition. This is bottled at 48.3% ABV. It's non-chill filtered and has no color added. Big Pete's director of whiskey said, "Back then we set out to bring to light the journey of the spirit with each year that passed, and the experiment has been a fascinating one. Only 3,000 bottles of these 27-year-olds will be available globally at a suggested retail price of about $250 US. So if any of you guys are fans of that, that might be one to hunt down. Next up, and right on time, the Rock Gut review. If you guys want to know about this Jameson cold brew, definitely go check out Ed's review on it. While news has been swirling online for a while about this latest release, the brand officially announced the launch of Jameson Cold Brew, which has already started hitting shelves. This is the first new release from the brand in 2 years and is a limited edition release that infuses Jameson whiskey with cold brew coffee flavor. Made using Arabica beans from Brazil and Colombia, the blend contains 17 milligrams of caffeine per 1.5 fluid ounce pour. Each bottle is priced at only $25, but notably it's bottled at 30% ABV, which is 10% lower than the standard Jameson. So I know on the review, Ed and Erica, they kind of liked it, and I think they were pretty surprised at how good it was, and I'm really looking forward to trying that. I love coffee. What's better than being drunk and filled with caffeine at the same time? Why the hell not? Hey, Jamul S, thank you so much. Cheers for the super chat. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Trev Wilson, definitely grab Jamul S, add him to the fold. Okay, let's see here. Last story coming in, guys, is this. This is The Rock. A while back, Dwayne Johnson, better known as The Rock, revealed he was working on a tequila. This is his Terramana bottle. Back in late 2019, Dwayne The Rock Johnson announced the tequila company he was building with co-founders Danny Garcia, Jenna Fagnan, and Ken Austin. The spirit, called Terramana Tequila, is produced by Siete Buck Spirits. The brand will launch in Mexico, the US, and Canada with a Blanco and a Reposado offering this week. Johnson posted a photo of the bottle label for the first time. So if you guys are into tequila, The Rock, another celebrity getting into the whiskey game, the spirits game, it's not going to stop. They're going to keep coming out with stuff. Also, I don't know if you guys heard Terry Bradshaw, ex-quarterback from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He just launched his own bourbon. So they are just going to keep coming, guys. Travis Smith, man, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the paradiddle, man. Cheers. Travis reached out and asked to try the blend, and he apparently he loved it. It was really good. Also, one other quick note. MGP launched their barrel programs for George Remus Bourbon and also Rossville Union, which is their rye label. MGP has a bunch of scattered labels and brands that are out there. They have the Remus, they have the 8 and Sand, which is their budget, which actually a pretty damn good budget bottle. And then you have the Rossville Union, which is their rye label. They have a regular offering and a barrel proof. So they are going to be launching barrel programs for this, single barrel programs where you could just go and do a store pick. So I'd be curious to see what an experience at MGP would be like to do a barrel pick. So I'm sure it'd be pretty cool. I would love to go see their facility. I'm sure it's ginormous. But all right, guys, I think we're set up. Let's see. Bradshaw Bourbon has to be 12 years old. Yeah, you would think, being his number, right? Yeah, Remus single barrels, Jason Coates. Yeah, Michael Klein, yeah, the Volstead, which is the Volstead is an extension of the Remus line. It's just the 14-year-old bottled and bond version, but it does carry the Remus name on it, which is kind of cool. But they're starting their single barrel programs from MGP. Really curious how that goes. Jason Coates, yeah, 8 and Sand is good for what it is. I totally agree. So let's see what we have here. We have 180 in the chat so far. Thanks so much. More people coming in. All right, guys. So this is what we're going to do. I will leave it up to you. All right, let's start it this way. If you want me to include the Michter's 10 in the chat, do you want me to keep it in or replace it with another 10-year? So either in the chat you write replace or keep, and based on the amount, I'll leave it in, or I'll take it out depending on what you guys want. I want this to be kind of interactive. I want you guys to have a say in this. And then if you want me to take it out, what I'll do is I'll grab another 10-year, either the Bird Dog or the Bullet, and see how that does instead, since the Michter's is a tad bit older than the label is designating. Yeah, keep. Put in the M10, keep it up. Somebody said replace. Keep. All right, we have a keep it. Oh, a couple replaces. All right, mostly keep. All right, all right, guys, so I'll keep it. Now, if you want, do you want me to add another one to it? Do you want me to add the Bullet 10 or the Bird Dog 10 to it? I'm only going to add one of them. I'll choose which one it is. I think I want to add the Bird Dog 10 because I'm curious how that would stand up. Yeah, the Rebel Yell can also be possibly more than 10 years. It is sourced. So if you guys want me to add one more, just write one more, or just write yes, or just add one if you want me to do it, and then I'll grab the Bird Dog. Michter's replace for throw in an extra Bullet, keep the Michter's, replace, add Bird Dog, add Bullet, add Bird, Bullet 10, Bird Dog, don't add. Eagle Rare, no mas, no more. Bird's the word. Jason Coates is more interested in Bullet. He never sees Bird Dog. A lot of people saying add one more. Add the bird dog. Never heard anything about it. Add 1 times by 2 and then subtract 1. This is hysterical. All right. This is what I'll do. I will. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a Scotch Test Dummies coin that I have. One of their coins. Dummy head. We'll say that'll be the bird dog, and the 2 dummies will be bullet 10. So let's flip it and see what comes out. All right, that's what came up. We're gonna go with bullet to add to the contest. All right, let me go grab it, guys. That's right, we're alive. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. All right, so let me grab another, where's another glass here? Okay. Grab a pen here. So this will be the bullet 10. All right, let me throw that under here. Okay, there's the bullet 10. We'll add that to the mix. All right, so we have a good amount of 10-year bourbons here, guys. So let's unleash these. Let's start mixing them up and do the blind tastings. This should be pretty awesome. All right, let's mix them around here. What I'll do is I'll probably do a review on the Bird Dog 10. It's an interesting story. It's an interesting bourbon. The Bird Dog 10 actually, what was it, last year or 2 years ago? That one went from about a $25, $30 bourbon and then shot up to $60. And in doing so, Ohio, at least here, completely took it off the shelves because nobody was buying it at that price. All of a sudden, they wanted to become like a premium label. And it kind of backfired on them, so kind of crazy. Brandon Weiss said you should totally do a tour of your whiskey room for your next Patreon-only live stream. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Nick Foles, is Bullet 10-year sourced from Four Roses, you think? That's been the prevailing theory, but not sure. Let's see, Dark Meat Chicken Hell. Go ahead and throw in Old Rip 10 too. I don't have Old Rip 10. I wish I did. I've tasted it before, but I do not have it. All right, guys. So we have our pretty flight. I'm just gonna stack them like that, kind of staggered. This is gonna be fun. All right, let me just grab a piece of paper here so I can take some notes here on these bottles. Again, thank you all for coming in and hanging out tonight. This is awesome. Always love hanging with you guys on Wednesday nights. Bourbon community rocks. It's the shit. Let's see here. Yeah, it went up to $60. I couldn't believe it. Even the guys at the liquor store were like, no one's gonna buy this Bird Dog 10 shit for $60. Like, what the hell are they talking about? So I got the red Solo cup filled with water. So here we go. Let's get into this, man. We'll call this number 1, and let's see where it goes here. Well, this one first off already has an amazing nose on it. Jeffrey Wack just comes in with a $4.99 super chat. He said, you should get a Lazy Susan under a barrel head for these blind tastings. Spin the wheel a few times with your eyes closed. Instant blind. I like that idea. I might just do that. UK sports fan, recap all the ones you are tasting real quick. Okay, so in the mix tonight, Michter's 10 versus Russell's 10 versus Rebel Yell 10 versus Henry McKenna versus Eagle Rare, and the last minute entry, Bullet 10. Let's see which 10 years got the cojones to win this. Here we go. Not confirmed, but a guy at a store said Walking Dead bourbon is actually Four Roses Yellow Label. I could see that, actually. It wasn't bad for what it was. It really wasn't. Hey, Rob from Whiskey in the Six is in the house. What is up, buddy? Thanks for coming on. Yep, Ed. Drink your water. Thanks, Trev. I really appreciate that. You are I'll send you a special sample for helping out, buddy. What the average price is for these bottles. Okay, so Rebel Yell, this price has went up a little bit. This is about 60, 70-ish bucks, at least the last few times I've seen it. Russell's Reserve 10 you can get for about, what, 35, 40 bucks about. McKenna retail has gone up to about 40 or 50 bucks. You can get it 35, the normal price in some areas, but unfortunately prices have gone up across the board, and you also have people upcharging it in other areas. Like in New York, when I was there, McKenna's were about 60, some places 80, another place 100 bucks. But retailish average price, I would say it's in that $50 mark. Michter's 10 is about 120, 130 bucks retail. Bullet 10 comes in at that's about 30, 35-ish too, I think. And Eagle Rare was about 30, 35-ish as well, but I've been seeing prices go up on Eagle Rare too. So that's kind of the rundown. All right, let me move these out of the way. All right, here we go. Let's go to the first one. This is Sweet Cotton Candy, Sweet Caramel, Cracker Jacks. Definitely some nuttiness on here. Beautiful balance here, a lot of oak. Baking spices. Tons of vanilla here. All right, let's go for a sip. Here we go. Wow, the palate on that one was extremely fruity. Extremely fruity. That's like strawberries, vanillas. Scott Turner says, thanks for your awesome informative videos. Thank you so much, man. Cheers, Scott. I'm glad you enjoy them. Trev's got it. Trev is on the money, man. Really good stuff. That one's really nice on the palate. I like the balance that it has. It's oaky up front, very sweet, very balanced on the nose, and then on the palate, it's just flavorful, it's sweet, it's fruity. It ends with some really nice oak and spice on the back end. Let's go for another sip. I like that one a lot. I mean, it might be just because it's my first pour, but that is just really well balanced, beautiful flavors. I love the fruit. I love the spice. All right, water. So good. Matthew McNabb says Costco still has Eagle Rare for $25. Yeah, that's all. Costco has amazing prices, man. I wish there was a Costco around here that I could go to buy some shit. Sparky Mule says Bullet 10 is about 60 here in Texas. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Eric Wade is in the house. What is up, Eric? He says he's drinking bourbon from Still Austin, Texas. A grain of glass Texas whiskey, really nice. That's right. Eric Wade is doing his weeks of Texas distilleries. He's doing a great job with them. Thank you so much, man. Nick Williams says, cheers to this community. Go M10. Cheers to you, man. Brandon Weiss says, sounds like number 1 is a Buffalo Trace product. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, the only one in here is Eagle Rare, and I don't know if that would be Eagle Rare. I mean, it could be. I don't know. All right, let's go to number 2, see what we got on the nose. Oh, Robot Scott, he's throwing in his predictions. He says M10, Rebel Yell 10, Russell's, Eagle Rare, McKenna, Bullet 10. That's my guess. Interested to see how this comes out. Yep, cheers, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, Robot Scott. Appreciate it. So this one is way more. It's not that typical nuttiness. This one's coming off of more. I hate to say marzipan. It is. It's a very sweet almond type of profile to it. Nice sweet oak on this one. This one has a bubble gum, a bubble tape quality to it, easily. A lot of bubble gum on this one. Getting some very ripe fruits in here too. What is with me tonight and picking up these ripe strawberries? And I think I'm watching ADHD whiskey too much with his damn blueberries. It's all. This one I'm getting even more than that one. This one is like jam in a glass, like a strawberry jam or a red raspberry jam. It's so sweet. Man, what the hell is that one? That one just smells awesome. Cherry. Sweet. I mean, it's candy. It's just pure candy. You guys know those candies that sometimes you see at the doctor's office? So they have them wrapped, and it's like wrapped in like a strawberry like wrapper. It's got the red and it's got the seeds on it, and then the wrapper part is green to make it look like a strawberry. And then when you eat it, it's sugary sweet, and then like you kind of suck down on it, and then the center is chewy. You guys know what I'm talking about? Because that's what it smells and it's reminding me of in there. I know that's really specific, but that's what I'm getting. It's so strawberry heavy. It's crazy. All right, let's see if I get that on the palate. Here we go. Yeah. Getting the strawberry on the palate too. Little oak. That one's a little bit thin. Not as much balance. That one is just candy. Very, very sweet. Makes me think if it could be the Rebel Yell, but the Rebel Yell, if I remember correctly, has a nutty quality to it, being from Heaven Hill. This is just really super sweet. Texas whiskey, that sounds like Rebel Yell. Donna Pass been watching a new channel, Make It a Double, a couple in Australia that started doing reviews 4 months ago. They were at 93 subscribers. Maybe we could get them over 100 tonight. Hey, I am all for helping out other channels. Guys, go check out Make It a Double. New channel, 93 subs. See if we get them to 100 tonight. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Donner Pass. Matthew McNabb says Total Wine still sells McKenna. Yeah, Total Wine, you could still get McKenna for about 32 bucks. Yep. Richie Z, yes, the strawberry candy you see at Chinese restaurants too. Absolutely. Great call out. My goodness, that is so much strawberry on the palate. There's some vanilla mixed in there too. It's like strawberry shortcake. It's like vanilla, cream, that chewiness, the vanilla extract, like a vanilla sponge cake. That one's crazy. That's really good. I don't know if I would want to sip that one all the time, but the flavors in there are just delicious. I really don't get the hype behind the Eagle Rare. Much prefer the BT, honestly, from Wildlife and Whiskey. I could see that, but remember, I mean, it just depends on your flavor profile. Remember, Eagle Rare is 10 years old. Buffalo Trace is about 6 to 8 years old. So there's going to be a disparity in flavor profile. If you don't like a little bit more age on your whiskey, I could totally see that. Al Timeter is saying McKenna 10 is 42 here in Atlanta. Yeah, that's kind of the going rate I've been seeing. I've been seeing those prices around that $45, $50 mark, mostly for McKenna. But places like Total Wine have really good prices on it. All right, let's go to number 3, see what we get here. Now this has a really beautiful nose to it. This is rich vanillas, rich caramels, a lot of baking spices, clove, cinnamon. A little bit of a chocolate note on this one. Not a bitter chocolate, kind of a sweet chocolate, like a milk chocolate. Rebecca Page, are there any viewers on here in the Louisville area? I don't know, viewers, let Rebecca know. Anyone from Leo Chop says, Jason, they're called strawberry Bourbons. Oh, Bourbons. Okay. I could get with that. Take care, Ed. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Eric Duval, favorite stores in the Columbus, Central Ohio area. Ale, Wine, and Spirits, and the new Chateau Spirits on Sawmill, and my Kroger that I go to, but I know the guys in there, so that I have to call them out as my favorite store. Hey, Jeremy Sears in the house. What's up, Jeremy? This has a beautiful nose on it. This one is just pure... I mean, it's a classic bourbon nose. It's just nothing really jumping out about it, but it just smells darker and richer than the other two. Little nuttiness to it. Getting like a cinnamon walnut type character on the nose. Man, let's go in for a sip of this one. Here we go. That one's good. A little bit of the finish was nice on that one. Got a butterscotch. Still some nuttiness there. Finish is still going. Nice and sweet. Wow. I like that one a lot. Let's go for another sip here. That one is just butter and toffee the whole way through. There's some oak in there. There's some spice, but very good butter toffee notes coming off that glass. So number 3, that's really good. Loving that one. Let's go for one more sip of that one. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, that is pure butter, toffee, almond. A little bit of nuttiness there. Rye spice. All 3 of these could not be more different. It's incredible. Seriously, I mean, just so good. This one has a great balance of fruit, oak, spice. This one is just strawberry candy in a glass. And this one is buttery, a little bit more almond flavor. I mean, shit, this is crazy. Hey, the Bourbon Buddies in the house. Late to the game, Jason. You are deep into those 10 years. I am, man. Donner Pass says they are at 100 subscribers. Thanks, everyone. Oh, awesome, man. Cheers. I got to go check out their channel, man. Thanks for that. Hey, Whiskey Crusader Sarah. I don't think I said hi to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I love Whiskey Crusader Sarah and the Whiskey Crusaders. Will, Matt. Love you guys. Electro Crowd is saying that's the Russell's Reserve. Adam Hines says, first time watching live. Good stuff. Adam from High Bank here. Hey, what is up, Adam? Nice to see you, man. So Adam Hines is he is the master distiller at one of the craft distilleries here in Ohio called High Bank. He was kind enough to send me to give me 3 of his bottles to review. We tried some stuff out of his barrels last week. Incredible stuff. With that, I do want to mention next week on the show live, we're going to be having guests. So we're going to have Scott from My Bourbon Journey, Chris from Bourbon Sane, and the Bourbon Buddies. I might get one more in there too. We're going to all be talking about some local distilleries and some local craft distilleries that are out there in each other's areas. So we tried to pick somebody that's in different states so everyone can kind of bring something to the table. So I want to try to get someone. I might see if maybe Matt's available, do some Texas stuff too. So it should be pretty fun. All right, let's go to number 4. This one has a lot of cinnamon spice on the nose. This one would make me think turkey off the bat, but not sure. Rebecca Page says, well, which one would you want to drink every day? Are you talking about out of the 3 of these so far? I don't know. Probably I would lean towards number 3, but we'll see. Eric Waite said, burp insane. Drew Scotia, High Bank is great. There should be a Mash and Drum signature bourbon. Hey man, if Adam's ready to get in on that, I'm ready to do a barrel pick there. I would love to pick a signature barrel. This is a really solid nose on here. This has got some really nice fruits to it. Really nice oak. Your vanillas. This one is probably the closest to number 3 that I've smelled so far. All right, let's go for a sip. Oh, that one's good. That one reminds me of number 1 a little bit. It's got this really nice balance of fruit and spice. Really fruity, spicy, cinnamon red hot going on a little bit on the back end. Nick Foles, we need another I Whiskey She Wines collab. Yeah, they're going live this Sunday, and I'm super excited because they haven't been live in a while. So mark your calendars, guys. I Whiskey She Wines, they will be live this Sunday. So I cannot wait. Let's see here. Sorry, I was catching up on the chat. Let's go for another sip of number 4 here. Chad Holly says, I just want to pick a barrel of anything. Jephthah single barrel. Really? Really? Do you really want that? Crazy, man. So my bourbon group picked a barrel of 1792 foolproof today, which is pretty cool. So cannot wait to get that. So it's supposedly a really good barrel. I couldn't make it, unfortunately, down to Kentucky today to be a part of it. But what's his name? Jim Shannon from the Bourbon Road. He's in that group. So they pick really good barrels. So 1792 foolproof pick will be coming. I'm sure to get my hands on that one. Steve A., the question came up earlier. Does Jephthah have a 10-year bourbon? No, they do not. Remember, their stuff, I mean, they're doing grain to glass, so they are doing stuff the right way when it comes to production, and just whatever they're doing, their aging process is what's kind of throwing off that flavor profile. And I think the fact that they're malting all their grains is what's really making it really off-key. Go for another sip of this one. That was pretty good, but that one's not, there's not a lot going on the palate of that one. It's a good nose. It's sweet, but I'm just not getting like all these 3 had some really nice flavors on the palate. This one's just falling a little flat. Yeah, the flavors in this are a little bit medicinal too. I'm getting kind of this. So this one is kind of not great. You know, fruity, but palate is not interesting enough. Yeah, guys, I just got a long pause. The OBS tonight, my software I'm using, is having some issues. It might need an update or something. Sorry about that, guys. That's probably why I wasn't connecting earlier. Hope it doesn't happen again. Should be okay. Okay, let's go into this one, number 5. Holy shit. All right, here we go. Yes, Rebel 10. Yeah, Rebel 10 year is the only weeder in the lineup. Yep. Ooh. That one is... This is the most alcohol forward on the nose coming here. Number 5. This one is jumping out of the glass. A lot of alcohol. Definitely some sweet flavors, vanillas, caramels, but you're getting a lot of ethanol coming up through the nose here. Stop giving them ideas, Rebecca. All right, let's go for a sip of this one. Yeah, this one is pretty, it's pretty alcohol forward. I'm getting some good scents in here, getting some good flavors, but it's a little bit... Getting a lot of corn on the nose here. This might be the Rebel Yell, because this has a weeder type profile to it, but that's just a guess. Let's go for taste. Oh, that's good. It is very good. Very light, a lot of vanilla. A little bit of light caramel there. Good oak presence, slightly nutty to it. Might be some pecan in there too. That makes me think Eagle Rare, but I don't know. All right, let's go for another sip. Cheers, Eric. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, that one is just super light on the palate. It's weird. It's flavorful, but it's also very light at the same time. There's not a lot going on. Like this one smelled really good, number 4. But when I sipped it, it just went away too fast. This one, even though it's light on the palate, on number 5, there's still enough flavor there that's keeping it interesting. So it's a little bit of a weird comparison when you're going from that to that. Let's go for another sip here. Rebel Yell has a leather note, like a Russell Reserve 10 for me anyway. I could see that. For me though, Rebel Yell, normally I get a distinct nuttiness. But these are single barrels, so you know they differ from time to time here. I don't know, this smells a little bit too, I don't know. It just tastes so like, it's thin, but it's flavorful. It's really weird. I don't remember that being on any of these. It's good. I like it. Oh, now it just got some fruitiness to it. Some nuttiness too. Totally. That's nice. Hey, Blind Whiskey Reviews in the house. What is up? He said, "What's up, bud? I'm finally on Eastern Standard Time." Oh, where are you traveling, buddy? You on the East Coast now? Hey, Alan, the whiskey friend, is in the house. Alan, what are you doing up, man? Isn't it like 4 a.m. where you are? Something like that? Hey, Robert Licorice is in the house from Iron Root. What is up, Robert? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Robert Licorice, the world-renowned, one of the amazing creative geniuses behind Iron Root. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, man. Justin Deering says, "I think 10-year is the best age." I like 10-year bourbons. You know, I think a lot of them are really affordable. They're really flavorful. 10-year is definitely a good age. I think 10 years sometimes for some bourbons can get, well, no, actually, 10 is kind of right in the middle for me. Like certain distilleries for me, I think 10 years is like just right. I love Wild Turkey at 10 years. I love anything Heaven Hill about between that 8 to 10-year-old mark. Anything past that, anything past 12, I tend to get a little too oaky from Heaven Hill. Michter's is just, butter and all day with their bourbons, with the low entry proof and what they do. It's really nice. Whiskey Friend 3 a.m. Like to watch your shows live, buddy. Thank you so much, Alan. Everyone go check out Alan. He's been doing a couple of bourbons on his channel. It's been awesome. Yeah, 10 year at 100 proof or more is kind of where the spot is. So let me get some water here. All right, last one, guys. Here we go. I'm going to start ranking these. Oh, that one on the nose. Wow, the nose on this one. This is just butter, toffee, sweet sugar, candy, oak, spice. Wow. Just from one sniff. Ooh. Yeah, man, it's like brown butter in a glass. Shit. What the hell is that? Just delicious. Little black pepper there. Like cinnamon sugar type aspect to it. Oh, we got David Jennings in the house. What is up, Rare Bird? Thanks for coming in, man. Oh, no problem, Robert Licorice. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Always glad to see you in the chat, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Oh, we got Peter White saying M10, M10. I know Rare Bird is in the house because he wants to know how his Russell's 10 is going to fare in here in this lineup. John Seago says, saw a 10-year Basil Hayden on the shelf today for $50. Worth it? Never had it before. No. John Seago, no. Do not waste $50 on that Basil Hayden 10-year. The thing about it is it's still 80 proof, and the flavor has just been completely watered down out of it. So, no. Do not take your $50 and go buy, I don't know, anything else. Really. Get an Elijah Craig barrel proof, get a rare breed, get a Russell Reserve single barrel, add $10 more in there, go get an Old Forester 1920. Do not get the Basil Hayden 10-year. Yes, everyone, thank you. Please hit the like button. Thanks, Leo. All right, I'm going in for a sip of this. This really smells nice on the nose. Here we go. Cheers. That is delicious on the palate. Cinnamon, chocolate, cherry. Hands down. What a great flavor combo on that one. Really nice. Let's go for another sip here. Benjamin Eves, that Basil Hayden is pushing 90 in my area. Oh my God, hell no. Justin Deering says, Eagle Rare never tastes as good as I want it to be. You know, that's kind of a prevailing theory. Rebecca Page, should he buy a Jephthah instead of a Basil? No, I would still say no Jephthah. I would still maybe get a Basil, but... ADH Jason not allowed a Jim Beam either now. First of all, there's a lot of Jim Beam products that come out, and I've given plenty of them love. So, but that Basil Hayden 10-year, hell no. Brian Jackson, $5 super chat, just getting into these communities. Couldn't be more excited, enjoying these live streams. Brian Jackson, welcome into the greatest community on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Bourbon Buddies, what is the proof feeling on this one? Let's see here. I would say this is one of the lower proof ones. I would say this is one of the 90 proofers, I would guess. Yeah, cheers, man. He said yeah, Trev, thank you so much for keeping track of that for me. I appreciate it. I couldn't keep writing all those names down. Let's go for one more sip of this one. Hey, the Whiskey Dick is in the house. What is up, Bill? Thanks for coming in, man. This one is really good. This last one has a beautiful balance. The chocolate, the cherry. It reminds me of Old Forester a little bit. Old Forester flavor profile. I mean, there's no Old Forester in here. But I've always guessed that Old Forester, that Michter's either sources from Old Forester or something like that. Rebecca Page, on a serious note, have you or any on here tried the New Beam 108 proof single barrels? And if so, what are the thoughts? The Whiskey Dick says, I always love seeing you stream. Yeah, cheers, man. Bill, we got to do another big collab soon with all the channels on there, man. This one is really nice. This last one is so good. All right, I got to taste through them again real quick, and then we'll see. We'll start ranking them here. Donner Pass Whiskey, have you tried the new Knob Creek 9 and compared it to the old one? The new Knob Creek 9, meaning the Knob Creek single barrel? Or are you talking about the... Well, yeah, the Knob Creek single barrel compared to the old one. I mean, they're all single barrels, so they're gonna vary, you know, from bottle to bottle either way. I don't think putting a new label on it's gonna really make a difference. Now, if it was a small batch, there could be some distinguishing factors there, but not so much on the from a single barrel. So I wouldn't really worry about that being too different. Or if it was different, it's probably, that's the nature of single barrels. Blind Whiskey says, the Dick wants to see your stream. Yeah, definitely do that, Bill. Absolutely. Michael Klein, I got to run, bro. Text me when I win. Great stream, bro. Thanks for coming in, Michael. Appreciate it, man. Donner Pass. The new small batch. Yeah, I've had the new label. I mean, it's still pretty... I think it's still pretty similar to the older ones. But again, you are going to get some little differences here and there if you're really sensitive to picking up certain flavors. The Jim Beam line, no matter what, you're always going to get that peanut distinguishable flavor in there. So I really like number 5. So, all right, I'm going to taste these real quick once more. We'll rank them and we'll find out what is in these glasses. So let's go to number 1 here. Number 1 I liked a lot. That was the peanut one. It's very peanutty. I wrote down some fruit, some spice, and it's still staying there. You know, the Knob Creek 12-year, I do have. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I think My Bourbon Journey actually did he reviewed it. So you go check out My Bourbon Journey's review on that one. It's actually a solid bourbon. For 60, 65, 70-ish bucks, I don't know if it's that good, but it is a very solid bourbon. Wildlife and Whiskey comes in with a super chat. Cracking open the McKenna 10, I finally was able to find a few months back. Cheers, man. Keep up the great work. Cheers to you, Wildlife and Whiskey. Thanks so much for that, man. Oh, Boston. Oh, you're in Boston. Okay. Yeah, the Boston prices are a little bit nutty, man. That one's good. That one's nutty, it's fruity, it's spicy. It's got some good character to it. That one's definitely in the running. Let me grab some water here. Yeah, the quarter oak I really enjoy too. That's a good call out, Peter. I love the quarter oak. Really good stuff. Let's go to the second one here. So this one was the Strawberry Bomb, which was just really super interesting. I like it, but it's probably not a bourbon I would go to every day, whatever that is. It's so much strawberry it's coming through. Still, even after tasting through all these, I'm still getting the strawberry note. Yeah, good bourbon. But it's kind of like you have to be in the mood for like a strawberry type thing. Really nice. We'll go for a sip. Rare Bird 101. Yeah, none of these are losers. They're all good. It's just kind of nitpicking and seeing which flavor profile you kind of like best. I actually got some questions. They say, you know, when I do these blind tastings, what do I look for? How do I distinguish what makes me pick one over the other? For me, balance becomes a huge role for me. I love really good balance in a bourbon. I love getting the sweetness, the oak, the finish on it. I look at all aspects. So when I'm judging these, it's not just so much what I like, because I can easily, this strawberry-ish one, whatever the hell it is, could, you know, I could easily drink that any day of the week. But when you're kind of comparing, for me, I want to make sure that the one I'm picking has the best balance and bang for the buck that I'm looking at, because, you know, it could be really sweet up front, but if it dies off on the finish, even though it was really good up front, you know, it just doesn't have the full, you know, package, if you will. So that's what I'm always looking for on these. And, you know, I got a lot of questions about the bottled and bond one that I did when the Old Grandad Bonded came out first. And I think for me, it was because of that high rye mash bill. So when I picked the Old Grandad Bonded, as good as Early Times and the Old Forester, the Heaven Hill was, I enjoyed the sweetness up front and I enjoyed the finish on the back end. There was just beautiful balance there, and that's what kind of sold me on it. So that's what I kind of look for when I'm tasting these. There's really good flavors in all of these, but when they could deliver front of the palate, mid palate, finish, sweetness, and kind of the most bang for your buck that you're looking for, that's what I try to choose to help you guys, you know, as far as picking out a bourbon in this collection that you might like, especially if there's a you know, perfect balance to it. So let's go to number 3 here. Number 3 I loved because that was just butter, toffee, just delicious, delicious stuff. This has some nice cinnamon aspects to it. We got Zeb Taylor with a super chat. It says, always enjoy your videos and live streaming. Keep it up. Cheers to you, Zeb. I appreciate you coming in and supporting the channel, man. We have 206 in the chat right now watching. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. This is fucking awesome tonight. Having an amazing 10-year bourbon tasting. About to reveal what the hell these are, so I'm excited. That one has a really nice balance too. This is just toffee, butter. I don't know. So far, 1 and 3 are kind of my leaders from the 6 so far. This one, as good as it is, it's just not, it's just pure strawberry. And as much as I like it, it's just not doing enough for me the whole way through. So it'd be kind of between 1 and 2 for those top spots. Let's go to the last 3 before we rank these. Dark Meat Chicken says, is what you're left with that makes you go back to it. So the finish to me is the most important quality. Yeah, me too. I totally agree. ADHD Whiskey, you'd be a nightmare customer at one of those pick your girl brothels in Nevada. I could sleep with her any day of the week, but I gotta weigh my options and know the best bang for buck. Hell yeah. I want a good finish. You know what I'm saying, man? A good finish. Whiskey Crusader Sarah with a $2 super chat says, smash that like and show some love. Thank you, Whiskey Crusader Sarah. If none of you guys have been watching Whiskey Crusaders on YouTube, you must. They're doing probably some of the most knowledgeable reviewers on YouTube as far as palates, what they know. All 3 of them are Psalms, so definitely watch them. They're close to 1,000 subs. Let's get them there. And Sarah has the best hair in the biz. Dram Man, put the leftover 6 glasses in a mini infinity bottle. I just might, man. Jason, what can I win? So the prizes tonight is a Mash and Drum Canadian Glencairn, a Bourbon Road Glencairn, an exclusive sample of the brand new Angel's Envy 10-year-old Tawny Port bourbon sample, and one of my brand new Mash and Drum hats with my logo etched in barrel wood on the front. So that's the winning package tonight, guys. All right, let's go to number 5 here. Cheers. Yep, drop a sub. Thanks for doing that, Trev. Let's see, oh, sorry for if I butcher this, man. Dane Mateka. I don't know if that J is silent, but cheers. Thanks for coming in, man. I love you for coming in and watching. Ouches Von Doom says, have you ever had Bomberger's Declaration? I saw it at 89, my local honey hole. I did a review of Shanks versus Bomberger's, and I wasn't a fan of the Bomberger's. It was very bitter to me. I'm just very sensitive to bitterness, and that one just really did not do it. The Shanks to me was a better buy. 89 was a little bit overpriced, in my opinion. Rarebird, when are you going to do custom drumsticks? Dude, are you freaking reading my mind? I'm actually working on those. I'm thinking I might have those at the meetup in April. So, that's really good. That's beautifully balanced, really sweet. If I had to guess, I think that's the Rebel Yell. It's just so smooth and sweet and flavorful at the same time. I like it a lot. Dove ha una penna? Oh, there it is. Little Italian for you guys. That means, where's the pen? All right, last one here. Oh, yeah, that one's really good. The finish on this one is what's selling me. I just talked about it, how good the finish is, a good finish. This one is sweet chocolate cherry up front, and then all of a sudden, boom. This almondy finish just attacks the palate. It is so good. All right. Let me try ranking these. I'm going to do a quick sip of each one again, and then rank them just based on one sip. Bayou Dram says you could also do some practice pads with your logo. I thought about that, but it's actually really, oh, excuse me, Jesus. It's actually really expensive. The Whiskey Friend comes in with a $5 super chat. It says, love to try that Tawny Port. Thrasher comes in, $5. Jason, content is great. ADHD broke my cherry on contributing some money, so here you go, canceling cable, spending all my money on bourbon and whiskey too. Thank you, Thrasher. I'm glad instead of watching TV, you could watch all us whiskey tubers. Thank you so much, man. All right. Quick run through here. I love number 1. Really good balance. Delicious. That one's going to be up there, I think. Number 2 was the strawberry one. This one, not so much. This one has a kind of a funky aftertaste now, too. I think out of all of these, I think that one's probably easily last. I like it, but it's just not doing it for me. Number 3. Number 3 is a butterscotch bomb, and I love it. I think that one just moved to number 1 so far. This coming in number 2. All right, let's go to number 4 here. This one's really fruity as well. Yeah, but isn't this thing badass? I love this tasting board. It's so cool. David Hatton says, Super Chat, $4.99. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. I appreciate that. Number 3 is M10 saying, whiskey rather bourbon guy. Four is probably the sweetest one in the bunch. It's super sweet, really good. Not a big finish on it, but it is very sweet. I like it. I don't know if I like it over these two, though. I would probably put that one number 4 for now. I like this one a lot. This one's probably going to move to number 5. Probably put this one at number 4. And this one, that one's delicious. God, that's good. Chocolate, cherry, great fin. That's going to be my number 1. All right. 1, 2. All right, I think I have my ranking, guys. All right, so this last one is going to be number 1, as I've written down. This one right here is going to be my number 2. This is number 3. Let's see here. This one was, number 2 was last. That was last. This was number 4, and this was number 5, and then last. All right, so here's my ranking. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to find out what my ranking was, and then we are going to do the giveaway. So Donald Rand says, done assembling this damn what? This damn IKEA furniture. Thankfully, listening to your blind made it much calmer process than normal. Oh, you're putting together the Getunte? Or the Eichschwein? Or any of those other crazy words that they name those furniture? German, that's the Half Moon Boozin' Susan. It's nice, good work. It is, it's the Half Moon Boozin' Susan. Love it, look at that. All right, guys, here's my ranking. Let's find out what the hell is in these bottles. Here we go. This was the strawberry bomb. This was the one that was good, but it just was so much strawberry to it. This one is Bullet 10. Bullet 10 came in last. But I'm telling you guys, if anyone out there loves strawberry shortcake, pick up a Bullet 10. It's actually pretty good. I haven't had this in a while, but came across extremely fruity and strawberry. So Bullet 10 comes in last place here. Fascinating. All right, my bourbon journey says reverse them for people watching. Reverse them? No, dude, I'm not doing that. I'm going to get all screwed up. Robot Scott said 1 for 1. All right, let's see what came in. Now we're going to, so Bullet 10, okay, maybe we all expected it to come in last, but now let's see what these subsequent ones are here. Let's go into number 5 and see what this one was. Oh, wait, Tony McCurry came in. Great episode, love the channel. First time tuning in for live. Tony McCurry, cheers to you. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the support, man. Last place in a flight like this doesn't by any measure mean bad. Exactly. There's nothing bad in here. Oh man, dude, my pick is delicious. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I know it's my pick, but it's fucking good. There's nothing really bad in here. It's just based on your flavor profiles. So this one, as good as it was, the Bullet, it was very, very fruity. Probably, I don't remember it ever being that fruity, but that's all it really was. There was no other balance to it. So that's why it ended up in last. Number 5. Wow. Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare comes in 5th in this flight for me. I said it was the sweetest of the bunch. And it makes total sense because, as I mentioned earlier, Buffalo Trace just has this thing with I don't know, their sweetness profile is just so profound than any other. As good as it was up front, it just didn't have the finish. It didn't have the balance. It didn't have the finish on it. So ended up being 5th. It's definitely a great bourbon. Easy sipper, 10 years old. But yeah, came in 5th for me here. Dane Mateka, from one drummer, whiskey lover to another. Cheers, man. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Appreciate it. Dramhound says $2. He says, to a great 10-year live. Thank you so much, Dramhound. He is always supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, man. So Eagle Rare comes in 4th. I'm sorry, comes in 5th. Yeah, not bad. Trev Wilson is a machine. All right, now we're getting into the top notches here. So let's go to number 4. See what we got here. This is where it's going to start getting curious now, because we'll see here. Number 4 for me was the Russell's 10. Russell's 10 came in 4th for me here. And that actually makes sense, because as good as this is, I really do enjoy Russell's 10-year. But I think I just drank the single barrel so much, being non-chill filtered, that I just think it's just a step above the 10. It is a great bottle, but when you compare it to the single barrel, this one just doesn't. I think it has a place in the lineup, but I really rather drink the single barrel over this. But it is really good. So that one, obviously in this flight, it did pretty well. Got in 4th place. So Russell's 10-year comes in 4th. Yeah, absolutely a fair showing for a $30 bottle. Beating out Eagle Rare, beating out Bullet 10, which can be a little bit more expensive. Definitely a good showing for the Russell's 10. Now we're getting into our top 3. Now, I guessed that this one was the... What did I guess this one was? I think I wrote it down. This was the buttery toffee one, I think. And I guess that could have been the McKenna, because I just get I always get a nice butterscotch flavor in that one. And I called it. This is Henry McKenna. So Henry McKenna came in 3rd in this one. So that means the Rebel Yell 10-year and the Michter's is still 1 and 2. So yeah, McKenna came in 3rd here, which is awesome. This was an absolute butterscotch bomb, and I totally figured it was. It's really good. But yeah, McKenna came in 3rd in this tasting. Let's go to number 2. It almost kind of sucks that it kind of came out this way, because they're the more expensive ones. But yeah, 2nd place, Rebel Yell 10. 1st place, the Michter's 10 did it. This was just it was so good. It was just so effing good. As I said, this probably has some older juice in it, so it might not have been a fair shake. But if you take this out, if you take out the Michter's, you have Rebel Yell, McKenna, Russell's, then you have the, what was left? Eagle Rare, and then the Bullet. So, you know what? All in all, I think this surprised me. Rebel Yell did way better than I thought it would, being a wheater, but at the same time, I think the Michter's 10 for me was probably the favorite, and it did come out on top. That chocolate cherry, the finish, the balance it has is just, it's so good. Yeah. Is that the 2019 M10? Yeah, it is. What did Brandon say? Let's see. Yeah, good luck finding Michter's at a good price. Yeah, that's the issue with Michter's. But let me tell you all of these 10 years, probably if you leave the Michter's out and if you leave out the McKenna, which has become a little bit harder to find, I'm not really sure what the distribution of the Rebel Yell is, but Rebel Yell I do see a lot, the single barrel. Bullet 10 is everywhere. The Russell's is obviously everywhere. Eagle Rare is pretty much everywhere. Just really delicious bourbons and all pretty much affordable. The Michter's 10 is obviously the most expensive, but they're sourcing that. So Michter's 10, remember, is sourced. They don't have any, all their 10-year and the stuff beyond that is all sourced. Now, whether they're sourcing from, I've always guessed they're sourcing from Old Forester because it has that flavor profile to me. I believe it is a proprietary mash bill, but there's just something about it that screams Old Forester to me, and I think that's what stood out. So, 20 bucks for a Rebel Yell 100 all day. Yeah, the Rebel Yell 100 is a very good bourbon. Yes, that Rebel Yell is a sleeper, so good. It is really good. It really did do really well. Kilojolt said, "I can get none of these." Kilojolt, you can't get Russell's 10? That shit is everywhere. Even Eagle Rare. The Broke Brick said, oh, held for review. Okay, deleted. The Broke Brick. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Tim Tumbleson said the Shanks is awesome. I do love the Shanks. Michter's is contract distilled, not sourced. It's distilled by BF. Michter's is contract distilled, not sourced. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, Michter's does have a proprietary blend. So, yeah. But, yeah, it always had a distinct flavor profile to me. It just reminds me of Old Forester. Always a lot of cherry and chocolate on there. Hell, I could barely get any of those. Jason Coates, really? Never seen the 10-year. Oh, Trev Wilson says cuss words get flagged for review. Oh, Brown Foreman. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So it is Brown Foreman. It is a proprietary mash bill, but it's got that Brown Foreman thing. So in some ways I was right on that guess because it does have a Brown Foreman-esque flavor profile. And I've always thought about that about Michter's. So, all right, awesome. So what I need from Trev Wilson, hit me with the email for all the names, and let's put them in and let's pick a winner tonight. So let me move my tasting tray. Let me put that down here, get it out of my way. Let me bring up the Jagermeister because you guys were awesome tonight. Trev, please email it to, let's see here. Email it here, themashanddrum@gmail.com. $100 you saw McKenna for, Dusty Dan? Holy crap. Yeah, it's not a $100 bourbon. There's no way. YW, never seen Rebel Yell 100. Yeah, Rebel Yell 100 hasn't hit the full market by any means yet. It's Michter's sourcing cheating bastards. Well, remember, they're not sourcing. They're contract distilling, which means it's a little bit different. It's a difference between taking someone else's juice and also creating a proprietary mash bill that someone is just distilling for you because you don't have the capacity to do so. So there's a big difference there. Trouble in Senate, we'll need to add the name above William Davilar. Also make sure Jim Muller is on there. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to go into my mail here, and we're going to do this giveaway. Someone's about to win a really nice prize pack here. Here we go. All right, there you are, Trevor. Got it. Nice, man. Okay, so I'm looking at it here. Let me make sure that everyone you said is in there. Robert Mueller. All right, we might have to add them, but I'm going to grab these names. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a website called, let's see, what is that website? Oh, yeah, random.org. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everyone's name in here. see. Make sure Jim Muller's in here. He is not, so I'm going to add Jim to it. Jim Muller. And what was the other one you said, Trev? Hold on a second. And William Davalar. Okay. Let me make sure they're in there too. William Davalar is in there. You have them. So the only one that was missing was Jim. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to randomize this. Perfect. All right. Now, unfortunately, I can't... I don't think I could share my screen on here. But, well, I think I could share my screen on here. Let's see. So everyone you wrote down before William Davalar, I didn't get on the list. All right, so let me make sure you got it here. All right, so I have to add Michael Klein. All right, guys, just bear with me here. All right, so Michael Klein. There's only a few that you didn't get, Trev, so thank you so much, man. Appreciate the help. Chad Holly. Yeah, Jim Muller I added. And Nicholas Villaggio. All right, perfect. Let's randomize that. All right, guys, so what we have tonight, we have 44 entrants. So we have 44 people that entered to win this prize pack. So let me move this over here. ADHD was you forgot to add Klein's name and he'd still win somehow. He really would. Klein is the luckiest bastard ever. So here's the prize pack for you guys, for one of you lucky ones. Mash and Drum, Canadian Glencairn with a stem. The Bourbon Road Glencairn. The Tawny Port new release from Angel's Envy. You get to try this before anyone else does. And the Mash and Drum hat with the wood. The barrel. This is literally made out of barrel wood, and it's etched. It's just awesome. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do a randomizer. I'm going to ask Google here to randomize it. See what they say. So we have 44 people. Here we go. I'm going to turn this on so you guys can hear it. What we're going to do, I'm going to do a randomizer. I'm going to ask... Shut up myself. Okay, here we go. Pick a number between 1 and 44. And here it comes. Here comes the ball.
26.
26 is the number. There it is, guys. You see it? 26. Let me check out the stream. There it is, 26. That is the winner. And the winner is... Holy shit, Alan the Whiskey Friend. Alan the Whiskey Friend. You know what? Here, I'm going to take a picture of this and show it to you guys. Here we go. All right, guys. Alan, the Whiskey Friend from out in the UK. Just won. Here we go. Check it out. Here we go. Can you see that? The Whiskey Friend. The 35 was the number he came in that Trev punched in, but the 26 is what he came up in on the randomizer. So Alan, the Whiskey Friend, wins this prize pack. Congrats, Alan. Holy shit. That's crazy. Congrats to Alan. He's probably asleep already. And you know what? Alan, yeah, exactly. It's going to be like $500 to ship it. But Alan is such a great guy. I'm glad he won. I've actually shipped him samples before, so I think I'd be able to get this to him pretty safely. So congratulations, Alan. I got to message him and tell him that he won. It's really so cool. Cheers, Alan. Thanks for doing that. So before we sign off tonight, guys, it is time for my final review of Jagermeister Cold Brew. because you guys were so supportive, you get to see me suffer a little bit tonight. Captain Make It, yeah, good luck packing that up. Yeah, I'm going to have more bubble wrap in that shit than probably all of, you know, I don't think Home Depot has even seen, you know, that type of bubble wrap. So I hate Jagermeister. It's fucking disgusting. But I'm going to do this for you guys because I mentioned it last week. And I love you guys. And for all the support, thank you for everyone for coming in tonight, super chatting and entering into this contest. Oh, God, it smells so bad. So what I want everybody to do right now in the chat, I want everybody to pour a little pour of something, whatever you have next to you. It doesn't have to be this bad shit, but it can be something. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice whiskey community cheers for everybody out there before we sign off because, you know, it's the right thing to do. I love you guys. I'm going to start doing this at the end of every stream. We'll do a community cheers for everybody. Do a quick toast before we sign off because I want to. Whiskey. Oh, the whiskey friend. He's up. He says, I don't sleep. Cheers, Jason. Well, Alan, you are getting a really beautiful prize pack. It's not cold, actually, Steve. It's lukewarm. Before we do this cheers and before I taste this, I want to mention that Friday will be, I'm going to be posting my review for this bottle right here, the Elmer T. Lee 100-Year Tribute. That's coming out. That's going to be my next review. Also, thank you so much for the support, guys, for the What's on the Shelf Whiskey Wednesdays. What's on the Shelf Wednesdays. I've been getting a lot of great feedback on it, and people seem to really love those reviews. It's really, really cool. They're quicker reviews. I get to kind of be myself a little bit more in those reviews rather than, you know, getting so deep into the history. But this review that I'm going to be posting, if you guys are history buffs and you really love the history of the whiskey, I get into pretty good detail about Elmer T. Lee. So that one's coming Friday. A lot of images involved. It's going to be a really cool video. So I hope you enjoy that one. So with that, it's time for some Jagermeister cold brew. I'm going to take a little sip first. You know what? That's actually not bad. Oh, no, it's bad. The front of it is all that cold brew coffee, but the back end just tastes like that nasty Jagermeister. But definitely more palatable than the regular Jagermeister. So this is herbal liqueur made with Arabica coffee and a hint of cacao, or cocoa, or however the fuck you want to say it. But not too bad. Oh, it says shake well to wake the natural ingredients. See in the back there? Shake well to wake the natural ingredients. Okay, let's do that. Shake it. Everybody get your shit poured, because we're about to do a big cheers tonight. Here we go. Oh, thank you so much, Trev. Yeah, if you guys are thinking about becoming a Patreon, please do. Having a lot of different stuff on Patreon. We have Glenn Cairns for the Intense Drummers and above. We got t-shirts coming soon. My Neil Peart coins are coming in about a week. I'm giving away this beautiful bottle of 1792 Bottle and Bond in the month of February. So I'm going to be giving away a bottle a month if you're a Patreon. Doesn't matter if you're a $1 or a $25 tier, you're entered. So, all right, guys. So my cheers tonight, before we sign off, is... I think it's kind of based around what we saw yesterday on the Bourbon Junkie stream with the whole community coming together. So raise your glasses. This is to the bourbon community, the whiskey community, everybody that watches the Whiskey Tube, all the whiskey tubers. This is to the support, the love, the I don't want to get all misty-eyed, but the collaboration between all of us, the fellowship between everybody within the chat room, everyone that supports all the channels, everybody, please raise your glass. Let's get a good shot in. Cheers. And here's to you, whiskey community. I will see you next Wednesday on a live stream with some special guests. Watch out for my next Review Friday. If you're thinking about becoming a Patreon, this is the year to do it. Thank you so much for the support tonight. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I will see you next time on the Mash and Drum. Thanks, guys. And special shout out to Trev Wilson. Thank you so much, man. Cheers.